Hello world, welcome to the North Carolina Zoo. It is a huge zoo. We've been here before, and I'm telling you, you will walk your brains out. They actually say it's on 2,600 acres of property, and 500 acres of the property is developed. So let's go in here and take a look, see what it's all about. Before we start, I wanted to show you guys that they do have strollers and wheelchairs, electric wheelchairs to rent. Here's the prices as of today. Right, the North Carolina Zoo is broken down into two different continents, it looks like, North America and Africa. We're gonna head on down to the Gator Loop. Check that out. I wonder if these are real. No, they're not real.
There's a chair right there.
Check that guy out. Oh man. Are you posing? You're going viral, man. Holy cow, that scared me half to death. Yeah, let's hope not. Looks like the sea lion exhibit is closed, and we overheard somebody talking about it, and apparently some glass in their exhibit kind of broke. So they're fixing that, and they had to shut it all down, which stinks because it's a pretty cool little exhibit to see. They have them doing tricks, and they have a nice little area for them to swim and jump and stuff. I guess we'll miss it today. They have a playground for kids here too, but during given this current situation, it's shut down. I guess they don't want kids congregating together and passing it on. We headed over to Piper's Den and actually caught us a polar bear. Check him out swimming there. Last time we were here, they had this huge ball that it was bouncing up in the air like a circus act or something. It was really cool. Here's another playground that I was telling you about. They've got a lot of places for little kids to play around and get some energy out, but it is closed right now because of all this stuff going on. But for now, we're gonna hit up this Wild Burger joint, see what they got. I'm not expecting too much about it because, you know, you can't get your hopes up inside of a little park like this. But we're gonna give it a try and I'll tell you what it's like. 2 hamburgers, fries, a large drink, and a kid's PB&J costs us $32. Let's chow down, try it out. So the food was all right. I would say it was maybe one tiny little step below Cookout, but it tasted a lot like Cookout. So we're gonna head on, see what else they have here. One thing I have noticed about the North Carolina Zoo is that they have a lot of places that you can sit and relax. Like this gazebo here. Most of it's shaded too. We have made it to the bear enclosure. I choose you, Grizzly Bear. Looks like he's sleeping right now. Yeah, all back here at the fence. Yeah, there's one right... It's in this area. Yeah, he's standing up right over there. So even though they're doing some work in the bison area, I can't help, Kristen, I can't help but remember the last time I was very close to a bison. Do you remember when that was?
No.
I'll answer it with a question. Have you ever had a bison burger? Most of the trails here are covered by trees, so it gives you a lot of shade, which is good for people like me who burn like a fork in the microwave. Found one. Here you can see the North American bison in its natural habitat.
It's a high-touch area.
We're heading up to see the red wolves. Last time we were here, the exhibit for the red wolves was stinking awesome. I mean, they looked really cool. So I'm kind of pumped to see that. Hopefully it's open. A lot of these things have been shut down due to this whole situation we're dealing with. It's been a little bit of a letdown, but it's good to get out with the family anyway, so I can't complain too much. Here we go. There's one even back here too. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, right there. These things are super cool looking. Very pretty animals. It's a hard rock life for us. It's a hard rock life for us. I think this is like the crossover from America to Africa, and this is a nice little place to let kids run around, do some things. There's like turf right here. You got like a wind thingy, ice cream store, and there's a Dippin' Dots behind me, and there's a place to grab some food, come outside and eat it. As you can see, the butterfly garden right there, which is probably closed right now. Yeah, right there's Africa. That little banner right there says Africa. So this is the intersection between America and Africa. Even though we can't get in the place, you can still see the butterflies flying around. That's pretty cool. So on a normal day, I think you have to pay extra, don't you, Kristen?
No, we went in with one.
Yeah, I think you have to pay extra to go into this place, but I'm not too sure. But for right now, you can't even go in at all, no matter if you pay or not. But look how many butterflies there are. After looking at the entrance, yeah, it does say tickets required right there. So you will have to pay a little bit of extra money to get into the butterfly enclosure. But I don't know, you may like it. Looks like Africa has some more shade like America did. Pretty cool bamboo here. Leaning over the walkways. Looks like the employee exhibit is closed. It says do not enter. We're at the aviary right now, and I've been in there before and it is super awesome, but for now, you can imagine it's gonna be closed. They're not gonna let anybody indoors during this whole situation, so we will be missing out on that, but I suggest you guys do not miss it. But they do have the flamingos here, so let's take a look at the flamingos. All right, here they are, flamingoing. Looks like the zoo has a ropes course for kids to play on. You can see it back there in the trees. There's like little houses they can play in and stuff, but you do have to buy a ticket, and it is closed right now. We're headed in to see some gorillas. All right, we do have to stand on social distancing markers, so we have to wait our turn. So I'll see you in a little bit. They have named their gorillas here. We got Masuba, Jamani, Bamasa, Olympia, Apollo, Hadari, and Dembe, I guess. Might have said those wrong. Made it into Lemur Island. This is one of my favorite exhibits here. Usually there's a lot more out, but you can see there's two about right in this area. One sprawled out like he owns the place. The other one's getting a tan. You remember the signs for snakes? When last time we were here, we saw one going right across there. Yeah, it was a little freaky to see a snake just crawling around right out in the public, but we made it. It was all right. Just keep your distance. Sign says, male ring-tailed lemurs use stinky tails to duel for females. That sounds pretty epic. I'd like to see that. We just made it into the chimpanzee exhibit down here in Africa at the North Carolina Zoo. And I noticed there's a lot of good shade here and some fans, and it's probably about 10 degrees cooler than the rest of the place. It's not a very hot day, but check it out. Look how much room these chimps have to explore. Pretty cool. Oh, there he goes. Or she. So the woman playing with the chimpanzee right now was apparently a worker here, and she helped work with him. And he recognizes her, and he's playing with her. How cool is that?
Oh, look, there's a baby in there.
Oh, there is a baby. Look at the arms holding on to it. That's cool. Check out the little monkey swinging right there. Got a built-in swing made out of vines, swinging like a kid does. Now that we're done with the chimps, we're gonna head on up to the lions, see what they look like, check out their enclosure. I can't stress how much shade there is here. All right, so here's the lions. There's that one sleeping right there. And then you have one over here. I think that's the female, and the one down the hill is the male. because I remember that Simba, that's Nala. So we're headed to the forest edge to see zebra and giraffe, and I just happened to notice they also have a fried chicken enclosure. So I'm gonna go check out that exhibit, because that's one of my favorite types of chicken. We made our way over to the giraffe enclosure. And how cool is this? You can see them eating out of the trees. Yeah, there is a smaller one right over here, a baby one. The baby one's taller than my house. Well, I don't know about my house, but at least my truck or something. An ostrich. Oh yeah, there's an ostrich over here. It's right over there. Here's another view of the giraffe and the ostrich. I guess there's two giraffes. They got a lot of room to walk. Apparently a lot of food to eat. Since this is what is the biggest natural habitat zoo in the world, they do have trams that usually take you around. So if you make it to Africa and your car is parked in America, you don't have to take an airplane or a boat to get back to America. You can just ride the tram back. But for now, it looks like it's under construction, so it's not going to be here today. But if you need to use a tram like this, I suggest you call ahead and make sure it's running, because there is a lot of walking. I'm actually counting my steps right now, and I'm going to tell you guys how many steps it is by the time we finish today. Now we're going to go check out the rhino and the elephant enclosure. And last time I was here, I don't think I saw any rhinos, so I'm a little excited to see if they're out tonight or today. Maybe a little grainy, but here's a shot of the elephants at the Watani Grasslands Reserve. This dude is throwing dirt on himself. I think they do that when they get hot, don't they? Yeah, I think they use that as like sunscreen, but I might be wrong. I'm no animal expert. Now, there's 3 more back here. Looks like younger ones. Guys, I've spotted a rhino, not even in an enclosure, just walking around. See, the walkways are over here. See the rhino? Psych, it's a statue. Looks like the elusive rhino has done it again. Got away from me. Pretty sure though that you can go up in this area and get another vantage point of this whole entire area. So hopefully I can see some rhino then. If I do, I'll throw it on here. So this is pretty cool. I've seen these signs throughout the park and it just occurred to me what they are. It's a headphone zone, and what that means is that you're going to be in a louder area. So if you do not like the noises and the loud things, kind of like you have some sensory issues or something, it's warning you to put on headphones to avoid any issues from that. I think we've decided against the tram because there's a lot of people here. We're not really ready to get into that kind of group, so we're going to walk back to North America. So on the way back to North America, we got pretty darn exhausted. Like, it's a huge hike, guys. So we decided to stop and get a refill on our soda pop that we got from the last place, and some buttered popcorn just in case we're exercising too much. Thank God. We're going downhill now. We're on the home stretch. Got our veins full of popcorn, buttered popcorn, and Pepsi. We're ready to go. Alright, so we made the trek all the way from North America to Africa and back to North America. It feels like we really did walk that far. No joke, I'm exhausted. But we're gonna go check out the gift shop right now, see what they have to offer. Hopefully it's less crowded than what it is in the walkways right now. But I'll see you there. Alright, here it is, the Earthexplorer gift shop. It looks like a lady is counting people to make sure that the crowd's not too big in there. So I guess we'll get in line and wait our turn. Alright, seems to me like they've got a lot of shirts to wear. Check this one out. Star Wars. Kristen, look. Some onesies, stuffed animals and toys for kids. Whatever this junk is. North Carolina shirts. They do have some sunscreen in case you forgot that. Wanted to show these toys off. Your kid may want one. None of them say North Carolina Zoo. But, oh, look at that. They got a picture of a super sexy guy. Oh wait, that's a mirror. Silly me. I got it confused. My bad. So remember at the beginning of this, I said that it was the biggest natural habitat zoo in the world? Well, checking my phone right now, we're at 12,800 steps that we've had today. So keep that in mind if you can't handle that. This is pretty tough and it's hot in North Carolina. If it's not hot, it's muggy. So keep those things in mind. You can also bring water and food into the parks, into the zoo. I've seen some people carry some like off-brand water and some subs, so that's definitely an option for you if you need to. That's gonna wrap things up for us here at the North Carolina Zoo in Asheboro, North Carolina. Hope you guys enjoyed the tour and all the information I gave. Now it's your turn to help me out and do these things. All right, so it's time to charge my batteries. And for now, I guess it's gonna be game over.